Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. We're going to try something a bit different this time. Please bear with me. Over on the Divergent Universe forums, which is the forum that grew up to replace the Big Finish forum that used to be on their website when they closed it over a year ago, when they closed it during an episode of Doctor Who. We're not bitter, because the Divergent Universe has grown and become a superb place to hang around. It's ridiculously friendly. And, of course, we get to discuss a lot of Doctor Who. It's smaller than a lot of other forums, but big enough to have a lot going on. That's not an advert for Divergent Universe. Where I'm going with this is that on the old Big Finish forum, we used to have a listen-along where we'd all listen to the same thing and discuss it, bring things to the table. Well, we're doing something very similar over on Divergent Universe. And, of course, with the spoken word being my medium, as well as the odd typed-up phrase, I thought I'd listen to the same thing that's going to be out next month. So what we're all going to be discussing is the Companion Chronicles. I believe it's Companion Chronicle Series 6, number 11, The Jigsaw War. Jamie McCrimmon. Now, the Companion Chronicles, which I haven't genuinely covered on any great depth on the Tin Dog podcast, were a great range. As the name implies, they weren't short stories as such. They weren't short trips, they're short stories, that's where they live. Have you got your entry in now? Not long now. Sorry, I digress. The Companion Chronicles were usually one, perhaps two people telling a story from one person's point of view. But the way that this particular Companion Chronicle is written is it's actually written as a two-part drama. There's no narrative. There's very little of Jamie's impersonation of the Doctor. Whether you like it or loathe it, that's with us forever. No, the important thing is that here we've got a breakaway from the Companion Chronicle structure. It's not so much a story as a backdoor one-disc story. Now, the point with this is that, you know the scene in 1984 where Winston Smith's being interrogated? It's like that. Jamie is being constantly asked questions about what's happening. But he doesn't realise what's happening because he's experiencing the interrogation in the wrong order. It is, to use a phrase that's been wildly bandied around, timey-wimey. It's a great story, and I'm not going to give away any more narrative-wise, because if you've not heard it, go and find it. It's available out there, you can get it as a download, and you genuinely won't be disappointed. But we can discuss it, because that's what we're going to be doing on the Divergent Universe. So yes, I enjoyed it if you want a personal opinion. Yes, it did have the feeling of the sort of interrogations that we'd seen on Star Trek The Next Generation or throughout the history, but with a nice sci-fi twist. Not being in the correct order so that you don't get the full story in one go, and you as an audience member have to piece it all together, isn't exactly a stroke of genius, but it is very, very good and very challenging. It's not something you should listen to while you're doing the housework and have the Hoover on, because you'll miss something. You can find yourself joining in with Jamie, trying to piece everything together. So it's it's almost a whodunit, but with a sci-fi twist. So, did I enjoy it? Of course I did. Is it worth buying? Yes, it is, but they're the sort of things we deal with at the Tin Dog podcast. That's not what this is about. We're supposed to be having in-depth taking it apart. So what didn't I like about this story? Well, once you knew what was happening, you were kind of waiting for the next moment, the next section to come along to fit into place, and luckily with it being one disc story, it manages to hold down the narrative to keep it in place. It wouldn't have survived being a longer story, it would have needed so much more adding to it. So yes, the alien races are interesting and lovely bit of world building from the inside of one room, and a story that takes place in one room is a lovely piece of writing. Could this work as a stage play? Probably not, but that's not important. What is important is that it works here. And yes, it does. So what did you think of this story? Go away, have a listen, come back and bring to the table your own thoughts. Over in the Divergent Universe, we're sitting there waiting to take your calls. Seriously, it's a great place to be. Why not come over? So until next time, here's the trailer. Be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions. Doctor Who, The Companion Chronicles, The Jigsaw War.
They're going to be through that door in a few minutes. Come on, man, think!
Jamie McCrimmon.
Who are you?
My name's Moran. Ords Chief Moran.
Ah, well, nice to meet you.
Where's the doctor? Hurry, they'll be through that door any second. I think we need to talk to the doctor. Perhaps he's misinterpreted what's happening.
Aye. Misinterpreted all that murdering.
What are you waiting for? Do it before they cut through!
But I don't know what it's going to do to them.
I've told you everything I know.
I'm even wearing your uniform.
Please, I don't know.
This is a canny wee trick, but I'm on to you. You're just trying to confuse me, make me something...
Why are you doing this? What? Are you trying to make me think the rest was all a dream?
Me?
Well, it can't be worse than what they're going to do to us. I'll do it.
No, you won't.
Jamie is currently experiencing a series of encounters with the stout young officer I'm speaking through now. But Jamie's experiencing them out of chronological sequence. If he puts them in order, he'll have a code. The code will unlock the door.
No, wait. This could be important. This couldn't kill a fuck. Ah! And what if Jamie fails?
Oh, ye of little faith.
What if he fails?
He will join me.
What if he doesn't want to?
What he'll want to do won't come into it.
Subscribers get more at bigfinish.com.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.